Ahoy gamers, welcome back to this week's Cataclismo, as we are slowly playing through the story. Today, we do the final tutorial mission. In this tutorial mission, we're defending a citadel, as we have to make a relatively hasty defense. As we try and make a defense, we get overwhelmed, but that's part of the story. We rebuild our defenses, we hold out against a horde of horrors, just before we progress on to learning about the tactics system. So without further ado, let's jump on in. We are back in Cataclismo as we continue to play through the story mode. Last week's episode we did the Herald's Message, which is the first mission. We did the Solar Gate, which is a tutorial mission. We're going to continue on the tutorial, unfortunately. The next mission is called the Forest Garrison. I'm assuming after this then it'll move over to here. So this game has now actually been released. So it's the 1.0 version of the game, which is pretty cool. So it now has a... If I go back to the main menu, so it now has a endless mode, which is here. Survival mode has skirmish modes now, and it finally has the final mission, which didn't have when I started recording this last week. But it's fine. I think the final mission's like over here, so I think it might be over here, but I can't remember. So we're going to continue through the campaign and tutorial. So here we are. We're going to play all of this on medium. So what is this mission? So chapter 3, the Forest Garrison. It's the main mission tutorial on the outskirts. Iris, still no word, or Iris, there's still no word from the Forest Garrison. Go, if the worst has happened, rebuild. So we've got a tutorial, which is settlement economy, and we have to defend the citadel at all costs. Let's go start this. So hopefully we can get this mission done and probably do the next one after this as well. And yeah, so I'm actually quite enjoying Cataclismo. It's a cool game. It's different, but cool.
The garrison. It's in tatters. I never thought this place would fall.
Let the Herald talk.
Can rise, Herald. We need to get this settlement working again.
I like that big tower up there. Your citadel is your settlement's heart. It must not fall. Okay, I'm going to skip all that. I have played this before, so I kind of understand what's going on. So you need to build a way to get to the wood. So in this game, you've got different resources. We need to be able to get to the wood. So over here, there's a load of wood. If you hover this over, it'll tell you how much wood it'll pick up. So here, it'll pick up 15, which is plentiful. And I think you can rotate it, but there's no real reason. You can rotate with right click. That little symbol on the right hand side of the sawmill, that is the entrance and egress of the sawmill. So you can't block that. They need to be able to reach that. So you've got one plentiful one there, one plentiful one there. You can see here, if I go over here and over here, you can see a radius. You can't let them overlap. They won't overlap, so I can't put one in the center here. So now I have to build a way up to it. So let's build ourselves some struts. And we're going to build our way up just like this. And just like that. And like that. So up like this. I'm going to double. Make it a double. And then you should be able to rotate like this one. And then just on the opposite side like that. And they should be able to make the way all the way up. There you go.
Excellent.
And then the economy. So you've got the economy up here. You've got wood. So it's saying I'm going to get 30 every minute. So sawmills, they'll slowly over time carry the items from where it's working to the citadel just here. You need to make sure there's a clear path. So they have got a clear path here. It's not perfect, but there's no cliffs. So they can kind of clamber up this hill and then make it way to here. So we need to assign workers apparently. So we can increase, we can put more workers on here, or we can just have it normal. So it tells you how many you've got down here. Okay, fine. So you can house, so it doubles how many wood you can get. That's fine. You've got the amount of citizens up here. So now we need to look at housing our citizens. So I'm going to house them up here. We've got one just there. Now I can rotate the screen, make sure I can actually still reach them. You can deconstruct by using the recycle tool, which is just down here. If I come out of here, I can recycle just there. I think you can press X. It also, yeah, X counts as recycling as well. I like the fact you don't actually need like builders, so all of these buildings would be built automatically. There you go, still very quickly being built. And once they're all done, this will be this objective over completely. So we've got 5 shacks being built. Nice and easy. I like the click, 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 click they make as they're being built. Now 2 done. Oh, I can speed up, can't I? So fast forward death. speed this one up. No one wants to just hear the clicking go on, and on.
The air here, it's stale with mist.
Yep, okay. Thank you for telling me the air stale. So you need to make oxygen. Oxygen's the other main resource you've got. So I tend to combat oxygen a fair bit in my last series when I played this as a on the survival mode. So depending on how high you have the oxygen, depends on how much you get. So you can actually put it on some game modes. You can actually put it. There you go. You can put it just up here. And then you could put it on top of your defenses, but I probably wouldn't do that. One thing you can do actually is you can make yourself some blueprints. Well, I don't think you can make blueprints just yet, as you're still in the tutorial. But you can make a no, okay. It looks like it's not on here just yet. But you can make a predetermined blueprint. So let's say I make this. Really simple. And then it's just going to need something like this. And then we just find a way to get up there.
These few shacks are but the start. We have more work to do.
Oh, I didn't mean to skip that. So it looks like I had to defend this location, which is completely fine. Defend at all costs. But as I was trying to explain before the game rudely interrupted me. How many defenders have we got? So we've got a few defenders. It's hundreds of these, hundreds of these. You guys make your way back here. And we don't have access to wood. No, we don't have access to stone just yet. So we have to defend the citadel at all costs. So it's going to be a bit risky here. And our boys are going to take a bit of damage. You can see them attacking our citadel right now. They're attacking everything right now.
We're under attack.
Let's see what's happening here.
Too many. This cannot be how it ends.
Did I fail? I don't think I failed. There's a big, big circle.
Victoria Elena, I've been wondering, what would we do if one of our perlas got, I don't know, compromised? Would it be lost forever?
That is a compelling question, little scholar. Our chroniclers say that in the Lost Reign, humans were able to fold the cloth of time itself for short periods. That way, even the most terrible mistakes could be undone. Of course, that Arte of the Pálido was lost in the Cataclismo. But with training, my little sage, I'm confident you will discover it again.
Terrible mistakes undone?
Interesting. So time anchor. So this is... I didn't know this actually existed. Memory stirs. Iris is now able to use a art called a time anchor. Okay. So here it is.
Choice to stop this.
We can go back. I wonder how far it goes back. This wasn't in the demo when I played this. So this is relatively new.
Have I... Did it work?
Okay, all my city's still here.
I'm back. A few hours before the attack, it looks like.
It's got all my random buildings I've got.
This is too much. We fell here. No. I cannot let this moment pass. Another chance. Another choice.
We should gather some stone before... Lady Iris, are you all right?
Okay, so it looks like we have to go up and then grab some stone. Right, let's carry on. So here we go. Looks like stone is over here. Research. Looks like we can't gather stone yet until it tells me I can. Move to the marked location. There. Do I physically need to move someone up here? I don't think I do. Move them up here anyway, just in case it is. While that's happening, let's talk about this. So, you can actually make this into a... let's say we have that. Then we can make this into... Okay, I think I messed this one up, if I'm going to be honest. Let's just quickly see if I can figure this one out. You guys up there.
These minerals. If we build a quarry here, it will gather stone for our walls.
Yeah, I will build a quarry in 1 second. I'm trying to explain something, game.
Doesn't reach that far. At least not yet.
There you go. So we expand territory by placing beacons. Go to the home part here. We've got a beacon here. So you've got this little grey line here is like the furthest reaches of our territory. To go further, you need a beacon. So we can build a beacon just there. It'll build over time. And then, as I was saying about this air filter, so we can now place one just up here. This is not ideal. You can definitely make this better. And if you go to building, there is a way to save bookmarks. Doesn't look like I've got that far in the story yet. You can. Essentially, I could bookmark this. If I hover over it. Okay, it's not letting me bookmark it. But you can make or blueprint it. You can blueprint something. You can drag and drop as and when required. You guys have explored up there, which means you can drop back. Yep, let's grab minerals, fine. Minerals, where are we? So we need to now make we've got sawmill, we need to make a quarry. And you can build one just there. And because of build one there as well. Although, should be able to reach that. I might have to just build some stairs to get up there. Just like that. Because I don't think you can get through that little gap. Let's fast forward it. Let's get through this. Yeah, if they had blueprints. Then maybe the next map will have blueprints and I'll be able to explain it better.
Those filthy horrors won't reach us so easily now.
Now we need to build a defense with stone.
Do not be so sure. Night arrives, and our rebuilding efforts have attracted them. Take positions.
So it looks like we're going to be attacked from over here by dozens. That's fine. So we can now build individual stone or double stone. So I don't think we need a gate at the front here, but we'll build a gate anyway. So first thing we want to do is just build a quad gate. That's going to be a mighty strong gate. And we're going to want to build... I am not an architect, so I'm hoping that this is going to do. We can build one there, perfect. What I'm going to do is now do it the other way round. Nope, that's not what I wanted to press on. Just like that. We can build maybe something in the middle here. There we go. And a double one in the middle there. There we go. So let's look at building ourselves a way up first. Just like that. That's not going to work, so we want to build another one here. Looks like there is some stairways in the middle there, but we're just going to ignore that stairway. And just build like that. And then we're going to go all the way up. So that has a way up there. Then we're going to do exactly the same on this side. Let's probably do it this way around. So we want one up here. Just like that. And then we can move this side up. And then this side is going to be... So I want it to be roughly the same height as it is now. So you can see we've got loads of stone. The game purposely gives you loads of stone to play with. So we are definitely going to play with as much stone as possible. And just like that. Then we could probably get a... Sorry, is that an arch? There we go. We can put this just there. So we can now reach across. With that in mind... Okay, we can't recycle those scenery pieces. Not ideal. Now get you guys up there. You guys both, all of you can go up there. So we want to continue to build this as the horrors are coming. But by builder, we're just going to do a really strong front line here. And while they're firing, we'll just continue building. Okay, it's a dangerous area. Looks like you can't do anything just yet. But you can see how much damage the walls are taking. There are traps, so they do take damage from traps. We survived the night, but it's not looking very, not looking very great. And they're attacking the Citadel. The Citadel, I believe, has a fair bit of health. Yeah, his health's just there, so it has got a lot of health. We should be just fine. It's annoying that I think you can actually buy some more troops later on. It's annoying that we just don't have that many troops. You just go over there and start clearing out what's attacking our Citadel. Try and take these out as a priority. Oh, that's not a way down. They destroyed the way down. That's not ideal. It's going to have to very quickly build another way down, which will have to be over here. Needs more support. Hang on a second. What do you mean needs more support? Can I just delete these? So command troops to destroy. Okay, the troops have to destroy the scenery. That's really annoying. Really annoying. Right, so we're gonna have to essentially build our own staircase here. Like so. There we go. So at least they can get down now. And carry on. You make your way down.
We're under attack.
What do you mean you can't get there? If I fail because of this, it's going to be very annoying. There we go. Let's build one in the centre there. There we go. You can get down there now. All of you attack over here. So that is almost down. Oh no. You guys need to hurry up. Try and take on as many of these as possible. Almost lost the citadel there. There you go, we survived the night.
But this was only a bite at our ankles. They're testing us.
You have no idea, Hogardian. Prepare for more conflict.
Okay, after surviving the first night of horrors, yep. Keep watch at the walls, yep, fine. So see you all. So we have to just defend the objective.
Enough to survive the night. We have to put up a fight.
Okay, without a strong army, and no matter what, the fiends will break through. So we need to be able to build ourselves a barracks. Yes, barracks, good. So I think barracks is under one of these. Let's go military growth. Build a barracks just over here. Once that's built, we'll then have to worry about that. The only problem here now is we have to now rebuild our defense that we've got. That we had. You're only going to build it by 2 that time, or this time. And hopefully we can just hope that this will suffice. And you never know, it might be better this time, he says. No, that's not what I wanted. Then we can just go 2 more. You guys are going to have to go out there and fight while I'm still building. Come on, clear the area. There we go. Perfect.
With the barracks ready, we can start training troops.
Okay, we don't have enough points anymore to build anything else. So now we carry on bringing in some troops. So improvement improves the range and line of sight of all units trained in the barracks. That's quite costly, but that is really good. So we're going to buy that. None of these require stone, which is really useful. We are going to put... I think it might be worth putting someone else onto stone to increase the amount we're going to be getting. We're going to upgrade our troops and then skill ourselves 1 more archer, 1 more lobber. Then all that requires now is a load of wood. The problem is obviously the amount of stone we're getting is a bit lackluster. So we're going to have to try and get ourselves some more troops. And hopefully we can speed this up just so we can get some more wood and we can get ourselves another archer. And can we continue to build? We can. This is costly. But this is definitely, we definitely need to continue building. So ideally we want this to be, well, we want this to be big enough or high enough to be able to give us the bonus. And if we can get within line with this, we should be good. Research improvements. So military, increase your military capacity by doing research in the citadel. Okay.
We could use some traps around our walls.
So we can get that, it's relatively cheap to get that, this is fine. We can set up traps if needs be. Okay, that's good to know. However, the first thing we need to worry about is actually recruiting troops and building ourselves a wall. We've got 2 more troopers out. You guys can come to the front. And we are low on population. So let's go back to building ourselves a house. What do we need for shacks?
Yes.
We can build ourselves 2 shacks. And 1. It's going to cost a little bit more wood. Let's speed the game, speed up. Come on, just want to build 1 more. Whenever you're ready. There we go. A little bit more wood. I know what we need to do to carry on the story is build the traps, but I want to make this entire wall, as much of this wall as possible, upgrade to the next defense level, which means it needs to be up to here. And I also want to build a load of stairs going up to here. Then rebuild the stairs going up to here. So we're actually going to... I'll pause the recording. I'll be back once I've built this defense. So we are back. We've just built all of our spikes. You can see this. You can see this defense up here. Got ourselves these range boosts all along here. Also got a load of banners up there as well. Oh, looks. Oh no! Looks like we're actually going to get attacked from over here. That is not good. As you can see, I didn't actually build a defense over this side, so I may have to be quick. I'm going to have to be very quick with this. Looks like they are on their way. So all I want to do is, this needs to be a double thickness. Oh no, this is not good. Because the higher the wall, obviously, more defendable it is. I know they attacked this way before. Didn't expect them to attack this time. I don't think our guys can even get up here. I'm going to have to delete some of these. It's going to give us a little bit of the money back. Don't think it's going to give us all of the money back. Let's put one guy there. Okay, we are... This is going to be a bit precarious, but we should be able to make it work. And then we are just going to want to build... Let's just make this the same height all the way along. Just like that. Which means they can now not get to here still. I'm going to have to delete you. And then we're going to have to put you along there. There we go. So they can now reach over here. And they can defend up here if and when required. Which means I'm probably going to want to put a lobber over here.
Where to?
One archer. Actually, I'll put 4 guys over here. There you go. They'll have to do. So I've maxed out my military. Obviously, I can upgrade it from here, and I do have the resource to upgrade, so I can do that now.
Let's use this time wisely.
So while we're waiting for night time to come, we can skip to the next attack. That's fine. We could do that. While we're waiting to be attacked, we're going to try and build the second defense up. We'll just trigger next wave. Yes, we'll get the resources for it. Thank you much.
Take positions.
Because even if I didn't wait for... Because everything's now paused. If we didn't wait for the next attack, we'd only have got so much resources. You see all these boys here coming at us. So I think is really cool. I do like this. I do like the fact that these attacks are actually real time. Oh no, they're attacking around us. You guys are going to have to go around and...
Where to?
Don't think you can reach there, so you guys are just going to have to go up there. This side's not going to go too well. You guys can see if you can make your way over here. And just see how many mobs there are. This is insane. I love this. Oh, there's some resource over here. I should have done some exploring. You guys seem to be holding your own on this flank here, which is good. There you go. Let's see if you guys can help over here now. Okay, move across so you don't get hit by the falling debris. I think there's a way of getting them to automatically... Oh no. Oh no, lost an archer. He fell down. You guys come over here and try and assist. Keep moving across.
A unit can't reach its destination.
And I think... Okay, you're coming over here to assist. You try and attack those ones now. And was there a way up? No, I don't think there was a way up. But this is fine. Archer fell down. Not ideal. You try and survive. Okay, you focus on that guy over there. Amazing. We survived.
Exhausted. Yet, we won. But that arte, this folding of time, I feel...
Lady Iris, take her quickly.
Awesome. Complete the forest garrison on any difficulty. Gain 1 insight. I don't know what insight was used for. View level stats. Okay, pretty cool. And we can now continue. Probably watch this lore. We might actually end this video here, I think. We'll see if the next episode's a tutorial, we'll do it. If it's not a tutorial and it's the actual next mission, we'll probably wait till next week. At least we've got to see the start of the base building and the actual mechanics of defending ourselves. We can only get better from here.
They are coming! Where am I? What happened?
You fell unconscious after defending the forest garrison.
Edith, who is coming?
So she told them what she saw. A dream.
Or a prophecy. Your Perla. You are attuned to the Palido in a way none of us are. Your vision is not to be ignored. The horrors will get worse.
Perhaps it is time, Rectora, that we sought once again the Alta Pearl.
The Alta Pearl? Don't talk of that poison chalice.
It is what the girl saw, fabled to be the primal source of the Palido, a way to stop the horrors.
It lies buried with our ancestors. Even those of the Lost Reign could not master such a thing.
There is a risk, yes, but
Rectora, if this Alta Pearl gives us a chance to undo the Cataclismo, we should seek it.
Edith, I know you're not like the rest of us, but every expedition for the Alta Pearl has... They do not come back.
I saw it. It is calling me. Your scholar is right. I have to go.
we better prepare our troops.
Let's not be hasty. It's the best chance we have. It would be a death sentence.
Enough. I've made a decision. It will be Edith's duty to travel through the old lands as our new expedition overseer. You will reach the Sea of Mist, and you will travel beyond it, beneath it, in search of the Alta Pearl. Edith, please be careful. Whatever you find out there, promise me you'll return.
I will. The order avails.
Looks like we're going on an adventure. No longer sitting behind our defences, we're going to go on the attack. That's pretty cool. I don't remember seeing that cutscene before, so that's new to the actual game.
Hear that, Hammers? I'm in charge of an expedition now. You'll have to listen to me.
The bird's not going to listen to her. Ah.
Anyway, we better prepare.
Okay, I think we get to use our tactics now. Book of Insight, that's what it's called. So let's go.
First things first. We need to found a settlement to gather ourselves. From there, we can push out.
So, where's our next mission? So there is still a mission over here by the Solar Gate we haven't got yet. So there's a square there. There's a mission back here. So let's see what this next mission's called. So this is the first main mission called City Building. It's on the Fearful Frontier. That's pretty cool. We'll do that next week. Let's see if I can drop back. Let's go to the Book of Insight first. It's got knowledge points over here. So let's see what we can put our points into. Here you can spend insight to unlock powerful new abilities, gain new construction pieces, and improve citadels. So, I can go here. Extra stone pieces and tactical pieces. Looks like we get like different types of attacks here. This is quite useful. It does moderate area of damage, so the lobbers get a new attack. Archers get a new attack. Return RS to the citadel if she has run out of health. So that is she gets to teleport back instead of instead of her dying. Generates a field of damage that hurts all horrors that are near the citadel. That's really useful. However, first we'll go through here. So this is Iris's attacks. That's quite useful. Now, what are the last ones? So she gets a new spell. She gets 2 new spells. Interesting. I think it's probably worth putting, although I'd like to have this. Having an archer that can do multiple shots. So passive biz. We're going to grab this multi-shot for an archer. There you go. So I think we slowly increase our skills, which is quite cool. And on that note, we'll end today's episode. Next episode, we'll make our way through the campaign again. We'll move on to this next mission over here, which I've forgotten what it's called already. A Fearful Frontier. So that'll be for next week's episode. It should be out on Tuesday. As per usual, if you made it this far, thank you much for watching. I have some links down in the description down below if I can interest you in some of those. One is to Mrs Rothmers YouTube channel, my other half, where she does Lord of the Rings lore, stuff on Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings and Warhammer. So if you like lore, feel free to have a look at that channel. We have a second YouTube channel where me and the missus are together collecting, building and painting some Warhammer figures. So we've got a couple armies, we've got some Age of Sigmar and Lord of the Rings, the battle strategy game armies. We've got a couple war cries now. So that's the type of stuff that takes your fancy, have a look over there. And then finally we've got a Discord link in my description down below. If you want to join the community, it's a small community, slowly growing, feel free to join. And finally, as per usual, have a wonderful week, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one. Peace out, everyone.